Hi guys, in this video, we will see how to connect Stripe to X. First, install N8N on any platform using npm or Docker, or let N8N host it for you on its cloud infrastructure. In N8N, click the Add Workflow button in the Workflows tab to create a new workflow. Add the starting point, a trigger on when your workflow should run on schedule, on a webhook call, when called by another workflow, or manually. In some situations, either Stripe or X could already be your first step. To set this up, click on App Event, search for either Stripe or X, and choose a trigger to kick off your workflow. Drag the Stripe node from the Nodes panel on the left to the workflow canvas. Before dragging, choose the action Stripe will perform. Click on the Stripe node, then click on the Select Credential drop-down option next to the Credential to Connect with field. Follow the authentication process to grant N8N access to your Stripe. You can also share credentials you've created and store sensitive credential information in an external vault using N8N's External Secrets feature. Click on the X node. Then, click on the Select Credential drop-down option next to the Credential to Connect with field. Follow the authentication process to grant N8N access to your X. Click on each node to configure its settings. Here, you will see the input data on the left. After that, manipulate the data in the middle by specifying parameters like resources, operations, etc. Then, see the output on the right. Now, connect the output of the Stripe node to the input of the X node, or swap nodes to route the integration the other way around. Use N8N's core nodes to transform data the way you need and extend the integration. Splitting, IF and switch, merging by merge and compare datasets, and looping IF and loop over items. Creating sub-workflows by execute workflow and execute workflow trigger and error handling to stop an error and error trigger. In code, write custom JavaScript or Python and run it as a step in your workflow. Once you've configured Stripe, X, and/or additional nodes, make sure to save your workflow and activate it. Activating a workflow means that it will run automatically every time a trigger node receives input or meets a condition. By default, all newly created workflows are deactivated. Then, run the workflow to see if Stripe and X's integration is working as expected. After that, based on your configuration, data should flow from Stripe to X or vice versa. Easily debug your workflow. You can check past executions to isolate the mistake and fix it. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Hope you got some value. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Goodbye.